Percentage, reciprocals and its application. In this lesson we are going to learn about the definition of percentages, a few formulas and percentage ratio equivalents. Let's start with a brain teaser. Which one of the following would be greater? 14.28% of 77 or 77% of 14.28? Both of these values, if you pay some close attention, are nothing but the same quantities. If I have to explain this thing, I could simply write A by 100 of B, that is equivalent to A percentage of B. Now if I just place the 100 below B, I can write this as B 100 of A, which is as good as B percentage of A. So both of these are actually the same. Now let's look into the definition of percentages. Now by definition, a value or a ratio that may be stated as a fraction of 100 is referred to as a percentage in mathematics, and percentage find its application in various fields such as finance, statistics, and also in everyday life. Now this is a simple formula that one can use whenever percentages are discussed, which says percentage is equals to part by whole multiplied by 100. Now let us understand a few things about percentage ratio equivalence. Here we are presented with a table of a few fractional values all the way from 1 by 1 till 1 by 20 and the equivalent percentage values. For example, 1 by 1 we all know is 100%, 1 by 2, which is also called as half, is nothing but 15%. Similarly, the values like 1 by 3, 1 by 4 typically are all given in their percentage values as well. It is advised that one should remember all the values of fraction and the percentage equivalence till 20. Now let's practice a few questions together. Now the first sample questions are: what is the 12.5% of 80? What is 75% of 20? 18.18% of 1331 and 64% of 37.5. Now we will be solving these questions with the use of the percentage or the fraction equivalence table, the fraction percentage equivalence table. So 12.5% can be written as 1 by 8 from the percentage fraction equivalence table. 1 by 8 when multiplied by 80 gives us 10. Similarly, 75% can be written as, because 1 by 4 is 25%, 3 by 4 is 75%. 3 by 4 multiplied by 75 gives us 15. Similarly, 18.18%, if you recall, 1 by 11 is 9.09%. So 2 by 11 will be 8.18%. When you multiply that by 1331, the answer to that will be 242. Similarly, 64% of 37.5 can be rewritten as 37.5% of 64. Now 37.5%, we all know that 1 by 8 is 12.5%, so 3 by 8 will be 37.5. So 3 by 8 into 80 simply gives us 30. So what have we learned in this application? What we have learned is reciprocals and its application. One thing that we have understood is A% of B is equals to B% of A.